God just continues to meet every sinner who cries out to him in their time of need, every person who's ever broken his heart, every person who has committed a transgression against him, which literally constitutes everyone.
Yeah.
He pleads with them to fall into his embrace, to receive salvation, and to be adopted into his family, which is so amazing to me because if you think about it, from our limited understandings, it should be the other way around. Like, shouldn't we, the perpetrators against him, be pleading with the one who is blameless to open his arms up to us after we've chosen the enemy over him time and again? And yet, not only is he still the seeker and the pursuer of relationships, but he organized the ultimate intercession by sending his beloved son to take our place. Like, all so that we, who on our own amount to nothing more than filthy rags in his sight, could be free from the bondage that we enslave ourselves in. Isn't that just amazing?
Yeah. Oh, I love that he like how hard he pursued me, for example. Like I will never forget that. And I think about it, like I ran from him for so many years. Like you said, I broke his heart time and time again. And you're right, like he did keep pursuing me until finally I had the eyes to see. And I don't think he stops. Like I don't think he gives up on anybody. And I don't know exactly how that works, like with those whose names are written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Like, of course, you would want that to be everybody, but some people choose not to ever know him, but I don't think he ever gives up pursuing them until the very end.
Exactly. No, that's so true. And I honestly think, like, some of the ammunition that people think they have against God is from assuming that he is the one who will inflict the wounds that have been festering in them of sin and shame that lead to death ultimately. I mean, they don't realize it leads to death, but like he can't be because he's not just the embodiment of love. Like he's literally synonymous with love. Like every source of
Yeah.
pure love has to be sourced through him. And if it's not, it can't be genuine love. And like it just is amazing that we can be so disillusioned and fall prey to the seduction of the enemy and fall prey to his wicked schemes. And it just makes me think like in reality, who are we to question the author of life? Like, who are we to challenge his motives? Who are we to place limits on him and confine him to the descriptions that conform to our capacities of knowledge and our capacities of understanding? Like, why do we feel as though it's our right to compartmentalize him and assume God isn't for me? Like, I govern my own life. I want to be selfish. I want this life to be about me.
And
Like,
it's just crazy because like he created us, right? Like so that
exactly.
that God-sized space in our heart that we all have, that wound, that void that seeks him and longs for him, that's in everybody's heart, regardless of if they think God is for them or not. It's
Absolutely.
a question that my husband has been asking, like family members that are non-believers. He's like, "That's fine, that's fine. Like you don't have to believe." He's like, "But do you miss God? Do you miss him though?"
Wow. Yeah.
And most of the time
Everybody.
people say yes.
Yeah. That's amazing. If
Mm.
you yeah, because the things that they are aimlessly chasing truly amounts to a deficit of a God, shaped hole in their hearts that they're they are fighting tooth and nail to have that hole satiated, and they can't figure out why is there a deficit? They're trying so hard to be happy,
Yeah.
looking for the wrong things that it ends up leaving them even more sad than when they began.
Yep. And it's the woundedness that, like, makes us believe that it was God that caused this, or that it's God that causes suffering, or it's God that sends us to hell. And I think it's both the woundedness and a lack of understanding, to think that that's God that does any of those things, like,
Yeah.
we live in a fallen world because of humans, like, our human decision to
Mhm.
sin against God and separate ourselves from God. So all of those bad things happen outside of the presence of God.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's hell too. Hell is the eternal absence of the presence of God. And so it's
Mhm.
not like, you know, he doesn't send you there. He doesn't want you to go there. That's why he sent Jesus to save you from ever having to experience death. But we
Yeah.
we choose by not accepting him.